Hey guys, I thought I would just jump on here before my workout to give a kind of unique perspective on how I feel about boots on the ground. Being a veteran, one thing that a lot of non-military affiliated people will say is, well, I don't want boots on the ground. Well, when I hear that, I say, well, it's not up to you. What it should be up to is if there is any possibility that we might end up wanting to put boots on the ground, I think that they should have already been asking or should start asking for volunteers. Because, yes, there are people that had trouble in the previous wars and going overseas and deployments, but there's a lot of people that volunteered. Sometimes more than once. They volunteered over and over again because you get paid a lot more when you go to a deployment like that overseas. There's a whole bunch of additional pays that you get on top of your regular pay. So I know a lot of people that had told me that they volunteered to go over there. So that's something that we need to think about. No, I don't want any of our boots on the ground killed. I don't want any of our soldiers or Marines injured in any way. But if in the chain of command, if they were to tell the people below them, hey, just go start asking your battalion or your command who would actually want to volunteer to go to this, because then the first rounds of people, or if we're going to send anybody over there, is people that want to go, not just because they want to make money, but because that's why they joined. They joined to fight for their country and to make this a safer place for them, their families, families, their children's children, all of that. So that should really be up to them. And you know what? They're going to have some people that will want to go and some people that won't. And the problems that Pete Hegseth and JD Vance have both said about the previous wars was that it was unorganized and they didn't go over there with a plan. Right now, even though leftists will try to tell you there's no plan, Trump has said all along from day one what the plan is. And just because they don't like it or don't agree or don't understand doesn't mean that there isn't one. But that's one thing that bugs me is leftists trying to act like they know more than our commander in chief, than the people he's elected to be below him that are the top of their fields. So they definitely, of course, and they can't tell us everything. So we shouldn't be so entitled to think, well, they need to tell us everything at every time. No, they don't. That's how wars get won. That's how people come home uninjured and alive. So that's something I really think. I think that by now, if they haven't already, they should start putting feelers out there for who in their battalions want to go. So that way it can be based on volunteers. Volunteers that want to go over there and get paid more and fight for their country, hurt some bad guys if the bad guys try to take them down, feel like they're in a video game or a action movie. So that's just something I think that we should do. Put those feelers out there and see who wants to go and have that in mind, instead of what we've done before is activate an entire battalion, whether you want to go or whether you don't want to go. So I think volunteers would be great, and they should put those feelers out there and start that and see how that works. Well, thank you guys. I'm going to go work out, and I hope you have a great day.